Part 3 Communication and Protocol. This episode, I'm gonna talk about what is protocol and what kind of protocol are. Protocol in computer and technology is about definition used to describe any standard set of rules that enable communication between system, devices, or software. Computer protocol ensures successful data transmission by defining steps and processes for communication between systems, for example, HTTP, and govern the exchange of data across networks. HTTP HTTP is a request response protocol, which means that for every request sent by a client, the server responds with a corresponding response. The basic flow of an HTTP request response cycle is as follows. Client send an HTTP request. The client initiates the process by sending an HTTP request to the server. This request includes a request method, the target URI, header, and optional request body. Server process the request. The server receives the request and processes it. It's based on the requested method and resource. This may involve retrieving data from a database, executing server-side script, or performing other operations. Server send an HTTP response. After processing the request, the server sends an HTTP response back to the client. The response includes a status code, response header, and optional response body containing the requested data or context. And the last, client processes the response. The client receives the server response and processes it accordingly. For example, if the response contains an HTML page, the browser will render and display it. If it's an image or other media file, the browser will display or handle it appropriately. IP address. What is an IP address? An IP address or Internet Protocol address is a unique string of numbers assigned to each device connected to a computer network that uses the Internet Protocol for communication. It serves as an identifier that allows devices to send and receive the data over the network, ensuring that this data reach the correct destination. How do IP address work? Here how IP address work. 1. Unique identification. This address is used to identify the device on the network, similar to how a home address identifies specific location. 2. Communication protocol. The Internet Protocol IP, a part of the broader suite of Internet Protocol, use this address to facilitate the routing of data packets between devices. Each piece of data sent over a network is broken into smaller units called packets. Each packet includes both the sender and the recipient ID addresses. 3. Data routing. When the device sends information to another device over the internet, the data is divided into packets. Each packet contains the IP address of the device is at this type for router within the network read the destination IP address on each packet and determine the best path for the packet to travel. Routers communicate with each other to update and maintain record of the fastest, most efficient routes for data. For local area network or LAN and wide area network or WAN, LAN or LAN on local network. IP address can be assigned manually by an administrator or automatically by the DHCP server. Devices within the same network communicate directly using their local IP addresses. WAN or WAN for devices on different networks. The data must travel through multiple routers across the internet, so each router make independent decision about the best route for the packets based on the destination IP address. And the last, the network address translation or NAT. Most devices on a home or small business network share a single public IP address. When accessing the internet, that is a process where multiple local IP addresses are mapped to a single public IP address. This conserves IP address and add a layer of security by hiding internet IP addresses from the external network.